episode of Turn Left Specials. That's right here from Black Pearl Studios, trying to give you something else to listen to instead of the orange menace that is having a press conference every day talking mess and lying to the American people. That's not what we're about. We're about telling the truth from the left side of things. Yo, welcome. And you know what? Every day I'm going to try to bring you, well, not every day. I'm going to take Monday and Friday off. Because I need to, right? But anyway, we're going to bring you some topics and people, and sometimes it may even be nonpartisan, where we're talking about what's happening, the things that are important. And today, I got us a good one, baby. Y'all, say hello to the first ever African-American Democrat Party chair of Monroe County, my girl, Jennifer Crossley. Welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Hey, Dana, thanks for having me.
Are you kidding me? We need that leadership that you doing, baby. All that good stuff that you got going on. I got
trying to get like you.
You already there. You already there. You got me beat. In fact, I've been watching it and I've been a little jealous because you and could you turn your volume? There you go. You got it. Turn your volume for me down just a little bit because it echoes through the speakers.
Got it.
Worries.
Okay.
I've been noticing that you and Justin, man, I'm a little jealous. I'm on the at-risk group, so I can't actually go out and volunteer. But I've seen you and Justin out there in the community. Talk about some of the work you guys have been doing.
Yeah, so this is not a time for us to be sitting silent and sitting still because our community needs leaders and our community, they need us. So community members are needing people to show up and show that they are still loved, that they are still respected. And just because, things are shutting down doesn't necessarily mean that those that are in need are going to be able to be just fine. Because let's face it, some people in our county and in our community are not. And so I'm taking this time. I still work a full-time job. I'm still having to go in the office. I'm an essential worker. And so I'm literally taking time out of my day and starting just to try to volunteer. I recently at the start of everything happening, those that are experiencing homelessness here at our Shalom Center, the volunteers have gone down greatly and they were looking for help. And so I saw a couple of posts and it's like, at the end of the day, it's time for us to put, things aside and we got to get out there and we have to help people. So I've been volunteering at the Shalom Center sometimes before I go to work and go out there and do my thing. And then you mentioned Justin. That's my husband. And
that's my dog.
He loves you too.
Hey, I'm telling you, we know how to flex for a photograph. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you do. So when he's not flexing with you, we are, standing together, and we have been doing something with a sister friend of ours, Nichelle, in the community, and it's the Monroe County Food Train. And so that's been running every Tuesday and Thursday. And we've been going throughout, the city and going to some of our most vulnerable locations and able to drop off food. And it's been so heartwarming. Last week, we had interaction with a couple of kids last week when we were giving out food. And I kept telling Justin it was my allergies, and I just kept tearing up a little bit because he kept seeing so many people. There was a dad that got off the bus and he had about 4 or 5 kids. And, we stopped him and was like, hey, do you want food or anything? And he was like, yeah. And so one of the little girls that was with him was like, if I had $1, I would give you $1 because y'all are so nice. Aww. And so the guy was like, it's still nice to see people, be a blessing to other people in this time of need. And so right then and there, I had to stop. And I had to turn because it's like, man, I can't do this crying stuff right out here right now. But it's just been so amazing. And to see people in our community that is needed. Right now, I'm gearing up to go to Shalom tomorrow with another friend, our friend Trent Decker. He's been helping out at the Shalom Center as
I
well.
love Trent. Every time I
Yeah,
take a picture
yeah,
with him, I look good. I don't know what he does to people when he stands next to him, but all of a sudden you become like incredibly good looking when you stand next to Trent. I'm telling you, the dude
yes,
is just with the dimple and he just got all that magic. I'm just
yeah.
saying. I'm just saying. I look
And
like
he's been reading to the people and doing Facebook Lives too. So we just have a really good group of community. And so right now, like I remember like watching you a while back and you had mentioned something like, as Democrats, we need to get out there and show our community that we are there for them. And oftentimes I say this and it's so cheesy when I say it, but I believe it. But it's like if we're supposed to be the people of the party, then we have to invite the people to the party.
right.
And right now that, we're not focusing so much on that because right now people are coming first. Their needs and what they are requesting for, it's coming first. And then we've also been doing stuff with the local school corporation here, where we've used the headquarters as a station, which is in a really good location that has an elementary school here. And we've been able to use that location as a bus to serve food for students so that they don't go without. So every avenue of somewhere, somehow, I'm finding the time and other people are finding the time to do it. And so I just am so fortunate to be in the community to help out. And it's not in my DNA to just sit here and I'm thankful not to be in those at risk groups to, sit, besides or sit beside and just let things happen. I'm able to still get out there and of course practice social distancing and being careful while I'm doing that. But I just can't sit idle because I can't let people fall by the wayside.
And see, I have to give you a super shout out because that's who we are as Democrats, right? We say that we are the party of the people and we're supposed to be looking out for people. Here you are, a party
Exactly.
chair in the middle of an election year. You have multiple contested races in your county that you
Mhm.
have, and there's some goodens over there too, baby. That's
Yeah, it's a
man.
lot. Yeah.
Oh, that Yoder Zodi one. That woo.
Yes.
But that's actually a good juicy one, right? Like
Yeah.
where you have two good, solid, quality
Exactly.
candidates.
Right.
So as the party chair, how are you juggling a full time job and raising adorable kids and having a homeboy for a husband and volunteering and managing the county party? Wow, how do you get all that done, girl?
Um, prayer meditation, and then it also helps a lot that I have a really good support system
Okay.
that's behind me, and also I'm a woman, so I know how to get stuff done. I can, be able to manage and be able to, delegate and give people like our executive board of our party are amazing. So shout out to Kaiser Sophia and Gavin. We've been doing really good together and we're trying to, do a lot right now. And so, juggling that, I literally will come home after, being at work, help out with the kids here at home because we're homeschooling 3 school age kids and trying to make that happen and not have epic meltdowns. And it happens. That's why they're outside right now. And
You didn't let me say
um,
hi to my baby though. I was
yeah.
I was
Oh, Kendall. Yeah, she's outside. She's been looking at the door right now, and I'm just like waving at her to go away.
well,
But
before the show's over, you gotta let me say hi to my baby.
we'll
You
do.
know what I'm saying?
We'll
That's
do.
that's a
We'll
little
do.
that's a little something another right there.
So, but yeah, it's just a lot of, you just it keeps you going. What's happening right now is, things can't wait just
Right.
because, things are happening or things are at a standstill where we physically can't be with people. You can always do things. Right now, we've been trying to do stuff with, at the party. We've been blasting out through social media that, hey, this is our election since it got pushed back to June 2nd. This is how you can do and fill out for an absentee application. This is what you can do. If you need help with that, text the party. We'll send you an application to get it because right now we understand with social distancing and things are being closed down, people don't have access to printers. So what
Mm-hmm.
have we done? I've been sitting at work and printing off applications. And, we have a list of people that have said, send me one. So we're in the process of sending those out to folks and, answering questions and things like that. Just being vocal and being visible while being at afar
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Because again, stuff can't wait. We
yeah.
we got to get stuff moving.
And that's why I thought it was important to talk to. I got a few
Yeah.
party chairs that I'm gonna reach out to because we have 92 counties and we have a lot of work to do. Where you you have a potential. We saw what happened in Wisconsin
Yeah.
yesterday, where the Wisconsin Republican Party was insistent on making it all in person voting, putting lives at risk, and forcing people to
Absolutely.
choose between their health and their constitutional right to vote.
Exactly.
And so I know that as Democrats in Indiana, each county pretty much manages their own election. And I know our county clerk, your county clerk,
Mhm.
listen to me, like Trent
You
Decker.
already live here.
No,
You already
no, he
know.
don't.
You know
No,
what we tell you here in Bloomington.
look, Trent Decker keeps asking me when I'm coming home.
Exactly.
And wait a minute, when we were coming down for the Viola Davis,
Yes.
I brought my fam with me, and
Yes.
so they was like, Dana, where we gonna eat at? That's your town. And I'm like, come on, I'm a nap towner. But anyway, enough of the jokes, enough of the jokes.
This is my secondary home. I'm originally, just so everybody, let's get it all
Well,
clear.
tell the people
I'm
where you come from.
originally from Gary, Indiana.
Okay, Lake
So,
County, Lake County.
yes, Lake County. So I came here through the university and I've never left. And I got a good reason why I've not left, but still making stuff happen here too.
Oh, that's what's up. So, like
Yeah.
I was saying before I got sidetracked with my adult ADD, uh, each county pretty much manages their own elections the way they want to see it ran. How closely are you working with Nicole Brown, who is the Monroe County clerk, to make sure that I know she has to stay pseudo nonpartisan even though she's a Democrat,
Mhm.
but how are you and maybe even the Republican counterpart working to make sure that everyone in Monroe County is getting taken care of when it comes to this election in 2020?
Yeah, so I actually just talked to Nicole Monday evening, and so as we were, about to launch like our big social media initiative of making sure that people understand what's happening in Monroe County with being able to apply for absentee ballots, just making sure, hey, this is dates, this is everything that's correct. What do you want the people to know? What's more important to you? And so, even before things got pushed back, I was in contact with her about, hey, like, let's get the word out there. This is what people can do specifically if they're trying to be safe. Instead of showing up like the folks did in Wisconsin and putting their lives at risk, this is what people can do. Let them know that they can specifically choose the reason why they are requesting this. And this was, again, all prior to. So I've been in constant contact with her. But most importantly, we are just trying in every avenue, every facet to get the word out because we don't want to put our people here at risk for anything. And it would be a devastation if that were to be the case. But we just want to make sure that you can still do your civic duty, but you can do it from afar. And just making sure like she knows that we have her back and we're getting the word out and we're trying to help her as much as we can.
And that's what's up, because like in Milwaukee, where they typically had 180 polling places, they were down to 5. I mean, it was,
Yep.
it was. The problem that I have, is that it was a blatant
Mhm.
attempt at voter suppression. And see, and I posted it the other day. If your policies are that bad that people won't vote for you, then maybe you need to
Absolutely.
rethink what your stances are so that people will support you. But to
Yeah.
suggest that people shouldn't be able to do their civic duty or try to limit their access to the ballot, that's un-American. And so
Right.
I'm just wondering when we gonna rise up as Democrats and be like, we've had enough of this nonsense.
So that's a good point. And I was listening to podcasts and I've been talking to people about this and been having conversations with people that I'm not sure what they think, but I'm just letting them know this is what I think. And this is what we should be doing. We should be pissed off right now of everything that's going on. As you saw in like Wisconsin, like, yes, you mentioned voter suppression. And why? Because of the African American vote. You see that when we show up, we show out and things will get done and things will change. And as a result, this is what you're trying to do. So we see how sneaky that they're trying to do things, and we won't
That wasn't even
allow.
sneaky. That was
Yeah,
blatant.
and it just
That
is
was straight to the
ridiculous.
Supreme Court, blatant. That was just.
It it's ridiculous.
Uh,
And so right now, with Mimi Pruitt, I know you know
uh,
who she is, and I'm still
yeah,
thinking and praying for her and her family right now. But
yeah,
I saw that she had posted, with everything that was going on, that elections have consequences, and our that the guy that's out there in the White House right now, that's probably doing a press conference, that's probably saying something that's shocking, that really shouldn't be shocking people anymore, is saying different things, and he's saying, what do you have to lose? We got a lot to lose right now. People are losing lives. We have so much that is at stake. Everything that you look at things, this could not and should not have happened to this magnitude. So elections have consequences, just like Mimi was saying. And I'm just trying to get the word out to people and let them know this is now your time to do your civic duty. If you
absolutely.
think that elections have consequences and you are not okay with everything that's going on right now, show up. Help us do what we need to do. Register to vote, register your neighbors to vote. Get on Facebook. If you're sitting out here watching this live right now, go ahead and check your voter registration. I just texted my nephew who just turned 18 last Wednesday, and I said, "Hey, auntie, want to know, did you register to vote?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I can." And I'm like, "No, but did you?" And so he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Here's the link. Go for it."
Go for it.
And so it's like, that's what it's going to have to take. It's going to have to take a lot of efforts for us to get together, because when we show up, we show out, and we can change stuff and make stuff happen. And that's what
Absolutely.
we're trying to do here. And we will continue to fight in June all throughout the year.
Absolutely. And so, and real talk. I mean, I know that the orange buffoon is doing his thing, but I mean, listen. Who let
Sorry.
the dogs out?
That's my kid.
Who
That's our
let the
dog
dogs
barking.
out? I'm sorry.
See, he's so excited about everything
Okay.
that's going on.
So
So yes. So
so I mean, I know the orange buffoon is doing his thing, but
mhm.
I'll be honest. I know that there are some Hoosiers who will tell you that our governor has been stellar. Well, I'm sorry, but the bar has been set so low with the president that we are willing to accept nonsense even from our local officials and think, "Oh my God, look how great he is." That particular order that he sent out was a suggestion. Mayor McDermott from Hammond he
Yeah.
posted something the other day about a church in Hammond who it was Palm Sunday, and it was a full congregation. Some people had masks on, some people didn't, but people were still coming and going to this worship service. See, and to me that's the difference between creating an order, which means this is what I say, and if you don't
Yep.
do what I say, there are
Yep.
consequences for you not doing what I say, and a
Yep.
suggestion. And to
Yeah.
me, the executive order was a suggestion which allowed
Mhm.
companies to say, well, everybody, in my office is essential, or, church is essential, or,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
We're
we got
yep.
to change the governor,
Yes, yes. And we have a great candidate that
Dr. Woody
is
Myers.
definitely able to do that. And so, yes, because we were so confused. Even at my job right now, I work in off campus student housing. And so we were so confused, because it's like, so are we essential? Are we not essential? Those that are essential, like with this new order that happened, is it saying that we should limit our hours? Are we not supposed to limit our hours? Like, what's going on? So it's so confused, and it's left up for people to interpret. And unfortunately, when people are interpreting it, they're not taking this seriously. Lives are being lost, and so we are looking for people to tell us what is going on, because obviously it ain't happening at the federal level. We're looking for it at state level, and we're also looking at for our local level
Mm-hmm,
too. We are
mm-hmm.
looking for people to make sure that they can tell us that we will get through this together. But in order for us to get through this together, this is what I need you to do: stay
Absolutely.
home.
Absolutely.
Don't be out here doing these things and making it harder for us. Truly stay at home so we can flatten this curve, so that if there is some sense of normalcy that comes from this, which we know things will definitely change, that we can try to get back to that sooner. Until then, I feel like, and I've seen this meme around on Facebook, it's like, I feel like I'm the kid that's in class that's getting punished for everybody else doing stuff that they should be doing. And so it's like, let's do this together and let's ride it out.
Yeah, see, that used to happen to me in school too. I would be the only one ever getting in trouble for talking. I could never understand that. I wasn't
Yeah, I
actually
wonder
talking.
why.
I wasn't talking to myself. So how come the other person never got in trouble for talking? I would. Anyway, Jen, talk about what this experience has been for you. I mean, it wasn't easy for you to win this chairship, and
No,
you and I had personal conversations about it,
yes,
and
we
I
did.
shared I was honest
Yes,
about my
yes,
feelings.
we did.
Um, but
Yeah.
but but one of the things I always told you is if you win, I got your
Yep.
back.
I'm back.
I got
Yep.
your back.
Yep.
Talk about what it has been like to be the leader of the blue dot in Indiana, but
Hmm.
surrounded by a sea of red and managing all of that it takes to be a county chair.
Yeah. So it's been a whirlwind. And at first, when it all came to be, when Mark Fraley had announced that he was leaving, and,
Mark Fraley.
everybody was looking around, yes, looking around to figure out what was going on. I just decided that, I wanted to step up. And beforehand in 2016, I rose to the occasion and started, being involved in certain groups and organizations. And I saw you and was like, oh my God, this is what we can do. And so it's like,
Don't you make
okay,
me blush.
yeah. So if I see another sister that's out there that's doing it, I know that I can too. And so it's like there's so many people in our community, Clerk Nicole Bolden. Um,
Karima Fowler, Clerk Karima
yes,
Fowler,
yes.
Clerk
We
Mila
have,
Eldridge. There's so many of us.
exactly.
Yes.
We have so many that I looked up to, and I've had so many different conversations with people, and they were like, okay, well, if you do it, it's going to be a big hill for you to climb. And so, I went out there and I put myself out there, and I was so nervous. And I did it. And so that was last January. Everything has happened like, I feel like it's been a long
Forget what
time.
day is it? You're like, what year is it
I know.
again?
I'm like, what? Yes. So it's been a really great experience. It's been a learning experience. It's been hard sometimes. There literally have been blood, sweat, and tears that have come from, doing this position. But I do it with a lot of heart. I do it because I truly feel like things could change and that we can, unite and do things together. That's why, I've been going so hard at volunteering and making sure that people are, not only just seeing us during election season when we're canvassing at doors and asking for votes, but we're truly being visible in our community,
Mm-hmm.
and out there and showing them how it is. So it's been real and it's been an experience. And sometimes I'll message people and go, "Oh, this is a great time to be a party chair right now." Like everything that's happened. And sometimes they joke and they're like, "Yep, never experienced this one before." And it's like, I know, but
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a better time to do it. And I'm
Yeah.
so grateful and blessed and fortunate. And like I said, with the support system that I have, even at home, even my kids that are like, yeah, you can do it. Um, to people like out on the street, it's been amazing. So it's like I said, it's a juggle because I work full time. I have three wonderful kids and a husband, but I have a community and a support system that has my back.
Well, that to me, that's the cool thing about Monroe County, Bloomington in particular. You guys are always looking for fresh new blood.
Yeah,
There's there's some folks that want to hang on and because they like what they do, but
absolutely.
they're not afraid to bring in new blood. Now, I do have one request for you, and I've
Um,
mentioned it before to one of the council members. Them
oh,
them damn meetings are too long.
I knew you were going to go there and say that.
I
You
just
know,
I don't understand. I don't understand how nine Democrats, they all in the same party, who meet every week. Every week. They meet every week and they have 4-hour council meetings. I just a note for for them to consider that you may be able to take back since you're the party chair. I
I'll
mean,
let you know.
all the council members are Democrats, right? And
Yeah,
the mayor is a
yeah.
Democrat. I would suggest, since they meet every week, that they take in consideration the constituents whom they serve
Yeah.
who can't
Right.
watch an entire council meeting for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I went to one. I ain't watching no more.
Yeah.
I don't live
Yeah.
there. I'm like, this don't make no why would you
I know, I know. They're all a very passionate group of individuals, and so I will sit there and watch it. And sometimes I'll, make notes and will, message somebody about, hey, what's going on. But I will say this is a special request from Indiana's own Dana Black.
thank you, because they have got. I mean, they got to be more considerate of the constituents. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
what
agree.
mother of three who just got off from work, who has to cook dinner and go over homework and sit and watch a 4 hour council meeting?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, you got to think about the constituents. I know there's business that has to get done.
yeah.
That's just my
No.
only. This I love all of the Democrats. Please know this, but they can show pontificate.
Yes,
So,
yes.
you know what? This has been great. And the cool part is like you're my friend. And like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know, like I get to kick it with you and Justin and the
Mm-hmm.
kids. And you're one of my favorite people.
Oh,
You know how to make me work harder by throwing those little compliments out at me because I'm like, I can't let them down. So thank you so much for joining us. We ain't gonna,
thank
this
you.
is all about, making sure we share information. Monroe County, if you need help, tell the people, Jennifer, where they can find you. So if they have any questions about what they need in Monroe County to get an absentee ballot, how to vote, all of that stuff.
Yes. So you can follow us on our Facebook page, Monroe County Democratic Party. You can also go to our website, monroedems.org, or you can email me, chair@monroedems.org as well, and let us know how we can help. You have suggestions, but we are here for you, even in the midst of all the chaos that's going on.
Yeah, it's chaotic, but when good Democrats pull it together, baby, it's a happening spot. Now, to all the listeners out there, what you may or may not know is when it comes to women and running for office in the Democrat Party, Monroe County steps up every time. Let me tell you, quick story. I am at a women's event. It was the Federation. They have a semi-annual meeting for the Federation. We would have had one last weekend, and I was introducing myself as the candidate for running against the speaker at the time in 2016, and literally the women started pulling money out of their pockets and digging in their purse and getting money out because they were like, yes, we want to support you. And if you want to understand what it's like to support women who are running for office, y'all need to hook up with Monroe County Democrats because they understand what it is to support women who want to run. They have the caucus that they have. I can't think of the name of the caucus. You can probably tell me.
The Democratic Women's Caucus.
Yes, they used to meet when this virus is over. They usually meet early in the morning every fourth Friday.
Every first Friday.
And it's just a great way to network. Men are allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Men are allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a woman and you're running for office and you need to get that little extra energy to figure out whether I can do this or is this my thing, go hang out with the Monroe County Democrats. They will get you fired up. They'll make you feel like you can take on the world, carry the bucket, carry the yoke, whatever, to improve lives in Indiana. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Jennifer, thank you for visiting with us
You're
tonight.
welcome. Thank you.
Indiana's own Dana Black Turn Left specials. I mean, because, we're going to do this as often as we can. We won't do it as long. We do an hour on Thursday. We're going to condense it on during the week. We're going to do half hours for the specials because, again, I'm looking out for the constituents. I want them to move. I want them to get up. I want them I don't want
And thank you for doing this. This is amazing and this is awesome and it gives us like hope. And I know everybody was looking forward to I think it's a special treat that you're doing this throughout the week. Just one day because I already got my notification set, so it's always nice to see who you have on. And so it's awesome. So thank you for everything that you are doing to put yourself out there. I know it's killing you not to be out and about.
Girl.
I know, but we need you and you need to be healthy.
I have no idea. I have not had like real. I went to the grocery store today because I had to. I was like out. I went like 3 weeks ago and I was out, so I had to go again. And I ran into my girl Sabe Martin, who was in the grocery store at the same time, and we both all masked up and gloved up and everything. But yes, y'all have no idea. I am missing the opportunity to talk to groups and get people motivated. But I get to do this show. I figured out some technology, how I can have guests. And we're talking to people from all over the nation now. We're not even, I got some amazing folks coming on from Texas and Georgia and North Carolina. I am excited about bringing Hoosiers different viewpoints and different ideas and things that we could take in. My friend from Colorado talked about how vote by mail was the safest and the most secure way to vote, even though the orange one is like, I'm not even gonna repeat the stupid, but
even though he's done it, but.
So he must have went to the Jim Jones school of convincing people to do stuff, because this is anyway. All right, thank you so much, Indiana's own Dana Black, Jennifer Crossley, Monroe County Democrat Party chair, and we are signing off. I'll see you tomorrow with two guests. I got Representative Carrie Hamilton, who's coming on, who's running for re-election in District 87, and an important conversation that we must have with the Marion County coroner. In a crisis like this, she's probably one of the most important individuals to talk to. So we will have Dr. Leandra Sloan on, who is our Marion County coroner, and she's also on the ballot this year, so we want to make sure we hear from her. Y'all, I will catch y'all tomorrow. I got some greens to cook.